Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we're back to continue our playthrough of Phoenix Point, the Year 1 edition, utilizing the newest DLC, Festering Skies. And we're up to our first mission with Synedrion here. We got some thieves who have stolen some critical research, and we're here to stop those thieves. And something I didn't point out last time, I did notice it, but when you look at this pop-up for the havens as you hover over them, down at the very bottom, we now get a brief little weather report when you hover over the havens. It's either, I think the two I've seen so far are clear or I think it says something, it refers to something being cloudy, I think it is. I don't know if that's the exact word they use, but overcast, I don't know what it is. So at least there's two weather reports above, and that's probably going to have an impact at some point when the air game gets going. We'll find out when we get there. So for now, let's get the special mission going. We've read the backstory. Let's just get down there and get our team equipped. We're going to do a quick run through, starting with you Takeda. And problem is, right at the moment, we don't have any more tech, so we really can't build any more med kits. We can't build any more grenades. So those things that we've used early are going to come back to potentially haunt us eventually until we get some more tech to start replacing them. But for now, everything's good, and you're good enough, Takeda. That's about as good as we can equip you right now. We did use a med kit there, but you had a spare, and we'll leave you equipped that way. We might as well, since we can carry it, even bring more ammo just in case this becomes a shooty mission. But if we ever get caught in a mission requiring that much ammo, it's probably not going too well for us. You're good, Drumax. And Callum, you're still all fully equipped. Nikolai, there's someone new we got to take a look at. And Nikolai, you know, since we decided to go with the new armor and the new skins, we got a little bonus from it. And, you know, get mad at me if you don't like that we get a little advantage by doing that. I wasn't aware we did, but hey, I'm just going to take advantage of it for this playthrough. We'll know about it in the future, and we'll accommodate for it. I did accommodate saying I wouldn't use the heavy equipment as far as the hell cannons, but I didn't even think about the armor. But oh well, we have extra armor laying around now that we don't have to build, so it does give us a little extra advantage. In fact, we got some heavy Christmas-colored armor that we can put on Kyros to get him all outfitted. And the best part about it is we got another jet jumper just like that. So. Yell at me if you think that's shame on me for doing that and taking advantage of the free skins, but oh well. The armor I'll take, the guns somehow I'm going to hold off on. Go figure. Don't even try to figure out my logic. Encumbrance, we're good to go. Let's go take on these bandits, see if we're up to the task. We'll see you down on the battlefield. All items on this battlefield will be automatically recovered. Alright, let's take a look. Let's zoom out and take a look at the map. Looks like we have one massive building to the right, one massive building to the left, and open spaces in between. Although as open as those spaces in between look, I guarantee you there's trees and plenty of stuff blocking that line of sight. So it always seems to be the case is when I think I have a clear shot, I take a look and there's a tree, there's a stump, there's a edge of a structure in the way to make life more challenging. Let's see, our sniper's way up front, so I'm thinking, okay, we can't really go any further and still have a shot. We don't have reduced overwatch yet, so we'll take the short step forward. And who knows which one is better for the angles we will get when they appear, but we're going to hunker down behind this short wall and go on overwatch, and hopefully one of them will run into it. I think the rest of us, for the most part, are going to run over to this building for starters. We won't be on overwatch, but we'll take some cover over here and get ourselves positioned to move through and clear the building. Less lines of sight other than when we go in front of the windows to have to worry about. So we'll take that approach to clear out the right first. In fact, one of our heavies will jump to the top. I think I'll keep the other heavy down in case we need to pivot and move in another direction. We can always react that way. But all my assaults, which we happen to have 3 of right now, are all going to go for the interior eventually and kind of clear the building.
I'm prepared.
Let's peek through the door. And finally we have one more, but why don't we lead off with you, Kyros? Should we have you in your shiny new armor get up to the roof and be the one to go up there for us? So we'll keep you behind this little wall in case we see something.
Taking action.
And we absolutely do not see anything. So rather than move you out to the side, we're going to keep you right behind cover in that direction.
Ready to roll.
It means I have another assault, which we're going to run over here. We'll keep you behind this wall, Nikolai, since you can't quite make it here. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll keep one of the assaults more on this side. The other two should be sufficient working in tandem to clear out the building on the interior, I would think. We're only going against bandits. We're actually not going against Synedrion themselves, which would definitely be a little tougher. But at the same time, I guess I better not be taking my bandits too lightly. Let's get you up here, you Takeda. We'll just hunt you down behind this half cover. It'll still give us the option to jet jump. Yeah, we're not covered up by any eaves or anything, depending on how we need to react once we see them. Let's just set our overwatch, and this is one of the changes, whether I pointed it out last time or not, but there is a limit. This is about as wide as I can set for a sniper, and there is my distance right now. I think it has to do with the weapon style, the weapon type, you know, your perception on how deep and how long you can go, although lots of different factors. But we're just going to set our overwatch this way. And I think everybody else is going to stay put. And let's see what kind of bandits we're dealing with. One in the distance.
My turn.
One ran into the window. They're all staying deep. They're all staying far. Okay, so much for staying deep. But actually, we have potential to be able to react to this guy. Now, do we happen to have a dash abilities? Oh yeah, we sure as heck do. So Drumax, I think you're going to be the first one dashing inside. There's not a lot of other guys super close, since that may not be the safest position in the world, depending. Now, we'd have to run more around the corner to get the angle, it looks like. So we may have to do 2 dashes and pretty much chew through most of your... we might not have to use the second dash. So let's do this first move first. And then we can move up here on a blue move. In fact, we can probably move there and see the guy and then still be able to move back if we need to. So let's see what it looks like at this point. And we see the guy. They're all listed. Well, actually, we don't know what style we're looking at, but we're looking at these bandits having the list of a sniper. But they only carry the pistol, the Synedrion laser pistol. So they have decent aim, they have decent range, but they don't pack as big a punch. But pistols, pistol shots, if they hit us, they can add up as far as the damage goes. So there we go. Sniper training and stealth specialist is their advantages. We should have a shot, and we're going to take it right here.
Acquiring target.
And we don't have the ability to take him out. So let's... Is he going to be ambidextrous? If we take out the arm with a pistol, he'll probably just swap it right over. But that's... Since we can't kill him with this shot, that's what we're going to do just in case he's not ambidextrous. And it also gets him bleeding on top of that. So I am worried about the shot coming up. Yep, it still shows that he can use it. It hasn't disappeared on us. So what we'll do is we'll take a step back probably. Now, will I have another assault? Do I have another assault? I do have another dashing assault. Joe Marotta? Yeah, dashing and suave. No, I'm not talking about that kind of dashing. Let's get you moving in. You will be using your double dash, and you have enough will to be able to do it. And we can take care of our first bandit. Yep, I think we'll put you over here. What kind of angle? That's going to give potential. That's going to, unfortunately, that's going to give us some potential shots in retribution. So actually, what we'll do is this. Let's bring you up to that same corner because we know we have the angle on the guy. Let's step you back, Drumax, to try and get out of the line of sight of these pistols. Now we will dash on up in cover to take the shot, so we're a little less exposed to some guys. Although this guy, if he comes around, well, he wouldn't quite. Well, he'll have a pretty good angle. That cover's not in a favorable direction, so we'll have one guy that can really get around our cover. And I did mean to dash, not take away the dash. Let's take this going. You have that fancy new style weapon here, Joe, so let's see if you can finish this guy off. Now, if we go in the arm, that should do it. In fact, if we go anywhere, that should do it. So just in case this meter tells us wrong, let's just take out the other arm. There we go. Meter didn't lie to us. We don't have dash available here, unfortunately, and I can't run up to significantly better cover. Let's crouch you, Nikolai, behind this cover. Yeah, that's not cover, considered cover. So we can crouch behind this cover. They're mostly straight ahead of us, so it's not like they'll get great angles. And when we hide behind half cover, we do crouch a little bit. So let's see if you have a shot from here from anybody.
I'll be right there.
Are we close enough to perceive anybody? Not really. So I'm thinking maybe what we need to do is run inside to get out of such a line of sight and get ready to do something next turn.
Proceed.
And if you had enough, we had enough ammo, yeah, we can't do Overwatch. In other words, that's what I was trying to get my mind to tell me. Let's see. We got 3 known guys back here. And there's probably more. I can't believe we'd only be facing 4. So I'm thinking at this point, since we have a good understanding of where they are, I may just maybe... Do I want to bring... And there's no overhang, so I could still choose to jet jump if I felt I needed it. In fact, maybe... Can you? I don't think you can reach that far. But we have will over here should we need it. I'll tell you what. Let's take this cover right here. See if we can draw some fire as a heavy. We will be behind cover. This guy might be able to come around and get a good angle on us. But once again, you're a heavy. You have good armor. You know, I tell you what, let's not take shots if we don't have to. Let's just jet jump up here for starters. Do we have any sight with your will? No, we do not. And I think we're just going to keep you right there. Hidden so we can jump around next time depending on what we need done. We can jump down to this spot. There's no railing there, so that should allow us from this spot, if we have the opportunity next turn, to do a nice... They tend to move up close. We might get a good heavy shot from you. You can always give it a shot. And we definitely need to do something with you, Callum, because right now, well, we aren't in a great position to move up and get an Overwatch shot, unfortunately. And we can't reach this pillar. So I guess what we're going to do is take this pillar here, since we can't move up. And your distance on your Overwatch would be here. What are the odds that they'll run into our Overwatch? Well, let's just double check the range. Yeah, what are the odds? Well, maybe... There's lots of spots where he can avoid the Overwatch, But I guess we're going to set the Overwatch since you know these guys are going to be moving towards us. Let's just set it right here, see if we can get lucky and catch them in the Overwatch. And then Kyros, where would be a good spot to place you? Trying to figure that out. A place where we can, ideally it'd be nice if there was a break in this wall. So that's the only problem with heavies shooting from the hip. Walls like this on the edge of the buildings prevent us from shooting. So I guess, and this is too far distance if we're shooting all the way to the ground, so maybe what we need to do is just in case they do advance, I'm going to bring you down here, Kyros, so maybe we have the opportunity to step out and take a shot if they dare get close enough to us. And the cover isn't bad. And there we go. Oh, we can see this guy now. He should, no, he's overwatching. That's okay. And he went to the interior just as we feared. Does he have enough for a shot? So what it looks like is this guy back here is overwatching to prevent me from potentially coming over here to kill this guy, which we could easily do. And we lost sight of the third guy that we knew about. So we got to see. We have a shot potentially on this guy at a distance. Callum, I'm going to call on you to give this a try. What we will do is if I have a backup to jump you down here, which probably will be a halfway decent shot. Or maybe I can jump you down here to, if this thing's in the way, we'll figure that out. So we got two potential shots to get rid of the Overwatch, and once we get rid of the Overwatch, we got a crap load of assaults that should be able to take care of this guy. Of course, all depending on what we find as far as the other bandits once we finish with this one. So let's get started. Get a nice shot centered in to give us our best odds. Let's hope we don't shoot under the arms. And Callum, did you just shoot under the arms? Callum, shame on you. Okay, so maybe you didn't do a lot of work with a sniper rifle last episode. I mean, last playthrough. So we'll give you a little practice to get used to this weapon. And yeah, to take a shot, this is as close as I can get. And I am going to take this chance because his Overwatch is in the other direction, and we're going to jump down behind him and go ta-da! And let's just hope we're close enough to do some damage and make a difference. We might be. This thing's in the way. Are we going to have a chance to shoot right through it and blast it away? I hope. Oh, did we totally miss? We are just not connecting, guys. Oh, man. Oh. Well, we got another option here, and that Overwatch should not pick us up if we step to the side. The question is, we're at a little bit farther range here.
Let's do this.
So if we miss, we're kind of standing in the open, aren't we now? Can we do some hitting, please? Can we? Now there is a way we need to connect. And what I'm thinking is you two are the ones as a team that should be able to take care of this guy. So therefore that frees you up, Nikolai, to maybe come out here and finish him off at this distance and still take this cover and be okay. Let's see what your shot looks like from here. Oh, that is in the Overwatch. So we paid. I was thinking the Overwatch is a little narrower and we'd avoid it, and I misjudged that one. So Nikolai, time for some payback. Ooh. That was kind of some weak payback. We do have a pistol. The options are so limited early. Oh, and that's just a Hail Mary kind of pistol. Why the heck not? And okay, there's your practice here. Callum, that's your practice with both the pistol, not that that was an easy shot, and the sniper rifle I thought was an easier shot, but the Overwatch is gone. So let's do some damage. We can get one shot here.
Enemy spotted.
And we spotted the other one. Oh, ooh, okay. So we might want to rethink our cover as we go against this guy. Now this tells me, so I'm thinking I want to shoot right from here so we can relocate. And I think we're just gonna go on the arm and get him bleeding. Why don't we, since we can get the leg bleeding too, why don't we just take out the leg so his mobility is reduced if we don't get the chance to kill him?
Still on target.
And we can get to better cover over here, Joe. And then that means I can bring up my second shot over here
Receiving loud and
with
clear.
Drumax. That doesn't leave you much mobility, much movement. This gives you a little more movement to try and run in another direction. Maybe even get behind the table, which might help a little bit from this guy. We'll see. Let's move the minimum we can. Can we get a shot from up here even? Yeah, I think that's close enough too. And gives us more movement options after our shot.
Moving now.
Finish him off, please.
Hostile destroyed.
Now we can run in the door, and it says but then we have this guy who's still standing, and we have no options left on him. So where is my best way to run? Here. But then this guy can easily get a shot on us. That's the only problem. So maybe what I got to do is, even though we're in lines of sight, that means you're just going to draw. That's 4 potential shots if they all just shoot from where they are. So let's bring you... Yikesy, yikesy, yikesy. I think this gives us our best chance. If they come in to flank this guy, he's going to have to run pretty far to do it, and he'll have limited shots, and it doesn't give him an easy shot either. Hopefully he'll go for you with the tanky armor, and we don't take too much damage. Already we've taken some. Is there a shot? This is a new guy, and he just used all his movement to get there. There's a new guy that we didn't know about. Oh, that's where he moved to get our shots. So he should only get a couple shots by running that far. And he only hit on 1. So we're good. Ooh, and he's going against our other assault. I'm surprised there. He's choosing to take people in cover as opposed to wide open heavies. And all 3 pistols missed. So thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. I'm almost thinking we can try dropping down our heavy to go against this guy. We also have our sniper that should have an angle. Let's see if you have an angle, or if that's a wall. Yeah, you may not have an angle against that guy. Let's find out who you have an angle. Oh, so you do potentially have an angle there. So we got a couple guys that can go there. We got a couple guys that can go here. And we got a couple guys that can go here and hopefully finish this off before we take any more damage. 2 minor hits. We should be okay, I'm hoping. So let's get you. I'm going to assume these guys will be taken care of. So if I take this cover, now it's telling me. So maybe what we're going to do is we're going to open the door from here so I can choose where I want to run. And then you can also make a similar... So if we get 2 hits here, we have a very good chance of taking him out. So let's start out here. Because he's at full health. I want to deal with the full health people first and see what I think. And we also have dash. We got will for a dash if we need to get to cover. Pretty good chance, although we may miss a few bullets. Yeah. So 2 shots are not guaranteed to kill this guy. So I'm thinking we might want to dash. Let's see how far the dash gets us. Yeah, we can get up the stairs and hopefully get out of range of the bad guys. Let's do that. And this we will take care of right here. We should have a nice shot here.
Acquiring target.
Close enough. He moved closer for us. He had a death wish. And now we also, yeah, we don't have dash with you, but we can run you. Of course, then we have to worry about long-range shot from this guy. So let's try things without having to run you up, since you've already taken a shot here, or taken a hit.
All set.
I'm going to run you right down here and see if you can do some mega damage on this guy, even though he is crouching behind a wall. Let's get it done. Yeah, he's crouching behind a wall, but look at that. We are close enough to make it matter. Yeah, and he's dazed too. Maybe we have a sniper that can finish it off. What do you think, Callum? Are you up to taking a second shot? And once again, it's not the best of... there's a lot of ways to miss. Let's see if you've learned anything from that first shot. No, we haven't learned too much yet, have we now? We're going to still keep hammering this into you. In fact, we're going to waste another pistol ammo just for a Hail Mary shot. And we hit the wind, that's for sure. We're good at hitting the wind so far. Next time, let's try for a solid target. And we have a dash available here also. So maybe what we can do... Yeah, I don't think no matter how close we get, we're not going to kill this guy. So let's try to damage him good. We come... Yeah, we're going to use both our dashes, just so we can get here and then move out of the way. You know, left click, right click, it really does matter.
Ready to fire.
We got him bleeding. How many health? And he's gone. We don't have to worry about this guy anymore. So let's just run behind the wall. With that in mind, I'm a little more inclined to bring you out here to try to finish this guy off, especially since he's dazed and this guy's going to die. I think we may be on the last 2. I'm hoping. That's why I'm doing this.
Threat eliminated.
He dies, and is that it? Alright, we took a couple injuries. I see 1 level up so far. You, Takeda, what do you know? We're leveling up a heavy, which is not always easy to do until we get to the worm mission of Anu, where heavies can bash away on the worms to get their experience. So that's nice to see an early level up for a heavy. We'll take it. Nice XP all around. Callum, you might have earned a little more if you had hit a little more, but we'll give you this episode to get used to your new weapon.
Hi there. My name is Athena, and I'd like to thank you on behalf of Synedrion as a whole. You know, outsiders sometimes think of Synedrion as a bunch of naive, helpless people living in a big bubble, and I know we can appear that way. But the truth is, we are more like a powder keg. Trying to build a truly democratic society without hierarchies involves a lot of arguing. The terraformers want one thing, the polyphonic tendency another. Zara clashes with Nikolai, Stas tries to keep everyone calm. Every haven has a totally different set of priorities, and then something like this happens. I'm being honest about our flaws, because I think, crazily enough, the whole thing works. We've built something remarkable, given everything we've been through, and the Phoenix Project could help us really make a difference on this wretched planet. Think about it, please. We have a lot in common, and here's your payment. We believe in people being rewarded for their labor.
All right. So acts of solidarity do not require payment, or hey, thank you. Well, we've done this mission enough. We know that we'll get a little extra diplomacy with this choice, and we know we'll get a little extra reward and a tick less of diplomacy with this point. And right now, to be quite honest, I think they give us tech, if I recall, and I'd rather get a larger tech reward than another tick of diplomacy this early. So we're going with what we need, and that's the tech. I have some grenades and med kits to replace here. Yeah.
You're welcome. I hope we can work together again.
Now, unfortunately, I haven't played enough to know all the choices going forward, which is probably a good thing. So we still have some randomness in our choices. But a couple of these early missions, we just kind of know how to play the choices. So there we go. We've got a promotion, and let's get in here and do that promotion first off. You, Takeda. And that gives you Brawler. So now, next time we need you to bash somebody, it's going to matter. And we also have the ability, you know, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to spend right now for the extra will. I could spend 16 to get the a couple extra will points, or I could spend 25 to get 2 extra will points. You might think this is more cost effective, but at the same time it does improve our perception range a little bit. So I'm going to go for the higher cost right here. No, we don't have any mounted weapons yet to deal with, so we'll hold off on spending on Bombardier, and we'll take Farsighted. All right, you. Let's take a look at the overall health. So any ticks off the health meter are not drastic, so I think we can still go out exploring. One thing I will do is we'll get into manufacturing, and I definitely want to replace. In fact, let's do it right on the personnel. So the people I want to have med kits can have med kits. The grenades take a while, so I can't just add it there. Where else do I need some med kits? Well, I know I'm going to need a couple, so let's just build it here and drag it down to where we're going to need it. Joe Marotta, you used to carry 2 med kits, so we're going to take back one of your thing and have you be the one carrying that extra med kit. In fact, let's just do it that way so we still have a spare. And you're back at full. Drumax, you were just carrying the 1. Callum, you still have your 1. Here's the guys that I would feel much better if they had. In fact, one thing I may do, since I have it available, let's just go ahead and ditch your independent weapon and go with the far superior Phoenix Point weapon. And speaking of med kits, as I was saying, we need to get you a med kit. And a grenade eventually. So let's go back to let's build another med kit. In fact, I think I'm going to need a second med kit, so we might as well build it. Okay, I didn't build a second one. It just took the one from here up. It took it out of our storage instead of building me a new one. Okay, now we'll build a new one. There we go. For our last soldier, and that is Kyros. We want to get you one also. We'll take that out of your slot, give you the med kit. And in fact, well, you're about to get reloaded, but we'll do this just so you're not over encumbered too much. In fact, strength, we're going to give you another strength, and then you're over encumbered barely. I'm not going to dip into Phoenix Point yet, the pool. Let's see, armor, weight is 2, weight is 3. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to give you the old style leg armor temporarily till we can upgrade you. And that way you're not going to be over encumbered. There we go. Now I think what I'm interested in, now that we know where the mist is, I'm thinking the first thing I like to do is kind of explore right around the mist, so as it expands, we know if we're dealing with an exploration site or havens, and then we'll have the opportunity to protect those havens early on. Then we'll start moving around for some other exploration sites. Probably start moving north, because there will be a lot of reasons we'll need to start getting up in this direction eventually. So let's start out around the mist.
Research complete.
We got some more. So we're sitting pretty on tech. Now it's materials that are holding us down. So we got to keep our eyes on our materials.
Synedrion was built on a dream. A world without hierarchies, without leaders, where human beings could embrace the potential of technology without its destructive side effects. The radicals of the old world had been proven right. The status quo could not sustain itself. But what now? What was the next step? Some argued for coexistence with the Pandoran ecosystem, hoping for a peaceful solution. Others advocated putting humanity before nature and claiming the planet for themselves. Trusting in the safety of their havens, the people of Synedrion argued about the best way forward. But the Pandora virus had little interest in their arguments, and its power was still growing.
All right, let's continue with our exploration. In fact, is research the way we want it? Phoenix Archives, yeah, I like getting that done early. I prefer doing the Symes mission. Cross your finger, doesn't always work out that way, but Symes mission sure is easy peasy, or easier peasier when you don't have the enemies with weapons to shoot you at a distance. And then maybe Haven Recruitment, Mine Fragger, maybe what we'll do ahead of Haven Recruitment, even though that's critical too, but that takes it twice as long. Yeah, we'll keep, because I'm thinking I need I need some more materials, but we'll keep it the way it is at the moment. All right, we have a base here. This is the next closest to the mist. The Poison Within. At the Disciples of Anu Haven of Eshnuna, a mutated worm infestation is causing serious problems. The locals had placed their hopes in Taxiarch Nergal, the Disciples' greatest military hero, but Nergal is said to be fighting a series of pitched battles against the Pandorans and has been unable to help. We could eradicate the infestation ourselves, helping the Haven and creating a good first impression with this faction. So guess what, guys? I think we found our next mission. This is what we will we'll hold off right now, and we'll start it off next episode by eliminating the mutated worm infestation. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We made some good progress. Unfortunately, we did take some injuries, so we're going to have to be careful that we don't take too many more. Otherwise, we're going to have to waste time getting healed up. And the ideal situation is to get healed up only for stamina at our base and keep moving through the injuries. I kind of like using medkits, so maybe we'll see about on this mission healing ourselves up with medkits, so we don't have to stop at the base for any medical issues, just stamina issues. Well, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the mission. That really helps this small channel, and really do appreciate y'all watching. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Hope to see you next time.